I'd like to ask you for the next 1 hour in Delft, if we can stay together in a space of listening. Listening not just the words that will be shared together, but listening as attention to the being that I am, that you are. So let's take a few seconds just to drop whatever story you might have going on. And just let's stay a moment together as silence. I would like to share with you the beautiful invitation that life is offering us. Can you see it? Can you feel it? This moment is inviting you. This moment, your life, as it is in this moment, it's the invitation. The wind is blowing outside, and you maybe feel some feelings of you sitting on a chair or cross-legged. You hear a sound of a voice, actions happening. And life happening in you. All that is manifesting is pointing right back to you. Is your gift. It's a prayer. It's happening for no reason whatsoever. It's free from reasons. It's just a gift to be experienced and lived fully, totally. Life is an open eyes meditation. And it's not always pretty. It doesn't have rules. It doesn't know how it should appear. It's free. It's innocent. Sometimes appears as pain. Sometimes appears as grief. Or shame, or rage, guilt, attachment, jealousy. Sometimes it's really hard and rough and violent. And sometimes it's so tender and joyful. And that's why it's beautiful, because it has no rules. It's free. Can you feel it? It's not asking you anything. You know, life doesn't have any idea whatsoever about how it should appear. And it doesn't know anything about non-duality. My invitation today is about to let all that we know drop in the heart. That is not a feeling, but is silence. The silence of being, that is mine, that is yours, that is you, that is I, forever. Unless this happens, we can talk forever about what is consciousness and what is I. We can question endlessly definition, labels. And we are going to run in circles. We're going to remain confined in the box of the mind. This is not an intellectual message. It's not even energetic. It's not spiritual. This is a call to life, to awaken to life, not away from life. You know, sometimes we want to run away from life and we seek comfort in spirituality. And there is nothing wrong with that, you know, because sometimes it's tough. But that's not a true spiritual life. True spiritual life is a life for people that can walk on fire and they don't mind to be burned. It's not going to comfort you. It's not going to save you. It's going to destroy you. And you will be free from yourself. The persona will never awaken. That's a mirage. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. There is no alignment for the persona. Awakening is awakening from the illusion, the obsession of yourself. This constant control on life. It's so important that we see this. Otherwise, we detach ourselves from life. There is no spiritual life and ordinary life. There is no satsana here and normal life there. It's calling you. And when you take the invitation that is passing exactly through your pain, through your grief, through your anger, exactly right in the middle of what seems hell, exactly at the center of hell, there is the doorway to heaven, that it's here. sometimes when we hear that life is an illusion, and it's true, it's a magnificent illusion, we tend to think that we have to dismiss it. It's an illusion. And we start to separate ourselves from life. We found maybe some safe place, and we call it the witness or the observer, very away from humanity, very spiritual. And you get lost, because then you have to maintain that. And you need to have your own concept, spiritual, on how to maintain that. And then luckily, the telephone rings, and it's your mother, and you get mad with her. And that's the opportunity. Life is calling you back here. The call is to bring the recognition of what you are in your everyday life, in each gaze, in each meeting, in your relationship, in your work, in your family, to embodying this recognition. When the light of being shines through the form in all its brightness, you are a living Buddha. That's integration to me. Sometimes we hear that we're nothing, that we are awareness of consciousness, and it's true. But it's half of the story. You are everything, and everything is appearing for the sole purpose, if you want to find one, for you, the Creator, to experience yourself through your creatures. And not one, all. It's mind-blowing. The mind can't take it because the mind is fragmented. The ordinary mind can't take this. The global mind can take it. And this is the global mind. This is your mind. This is your body. Invitation is constant. It's called the problems of your life. Open your heart to what you're feeling, whatever it is, and you have the doorway. Perception, perceiving that pain, perceiving that contraction, not thinking about it. So this is my invitation today with you. The invitation away from spiritual bypassing. It's important. Or it's not. On some level it's not important. Because we are all already saved. But on some level it's important. Because this is your reward. Sometimes when we are spiritually seeking, we have all these ideas. When I will be awakened, or when I will be fully realized, when I will be fully enlightened, then my true life will start. And then I will have it. Instead, it's here, this moment. The party is already going on. So this talk is about this. And I don't carry stuff in my mind and then I say to you. All that is coming out is totally spontaneous. It has no thoughts or feelings before it's said. It's coming from you. And because it's coming from you, if you listen to whatever you have to say through one of your forms, you will discover maybe at the end of the talk that you have been speaking to yourself all the time. So please, if there is any question you want to ask, raise up your hand and listen, because whoever is speaking is speaking for you. Listen from the listening. Be sensitive, at least for an hour together. Be sensitive. Feel. Don't be afraid